This livestream is brought to you by WeatherCall NextGen. Keep you and your loved ones safe this severe weather season by getting WeatherCall NextGen and receive a phone call, text message, and an email from storm chaser Jeff Smith when you are about to be directly impacted by severe weather threats. This service is only $15 a year. Layers save lives. Get WeatherCall NextGen now. Sign up link on all of Storm Chaser Jeff Smith's social media links. As well as buy Cyclone Nutrition in Wathena, Kansas. Cyclone Nutrition is the official nutritional beverage provider for Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. Stop by and let Nina assist you with all your health needs. And by Cajun Food Coma, an authentic Louisiana kitchen and lounge, located in Troy, Kansas. Cajun Food Coma is the official Cajun food provider for Storm Chaser Jeff Smith. Go see Chef Brandon and Anita and let them serve you up the best Cajun cuisine in the Midwest. Launching stream now.
How's it going, everybody? Getting ready to get after it on these storms. We've got storms starting to pop. The SPC this afternoon upgraded us a good portion of this area into Kansas, into northwest Missouri, some west central Missouri, into a moderate risk now, a level 4 out of 5 risk. We do have storms popping, and we're going to start getting on these storms here. I'm currently in St. Joseph, Missouri. Got a couple storms firing just north of Savannah towards Maryville. I don't know that I'm going to try to go after those. I think I'm going to keep an eye on these storms that are firing over in Kansas and eastern Kansas, making their way back up this way. We do have a severe mesoscale discussion that's been issued that covers or encompasses a large portion of eastern Kansas, the KC Metro, St. Joseph, Savannah, Maryville, mostly of that northwest Missouri area. We are looking at all hazards of weather possible today, guys. All hazards possible. There is a severe hail risk. There is a severe damaging wind risk. And there is a tornado risk. With this severe mesoscale discussion, they're talking of a 95% chance of a watch issuance within the next, well, when this was issued, they said the next 1 to 2 hours. They are talking about the potential for tornadoes with wind intensities of 100 to 130 miles per hour, winds, damaging winds at 75 to 90 miles per hour, and we could see hail greater than 2 3/4 inch all the way up to 4 1/4 inch of hail is possible with these storms today, especially with the upgrade to the moderate risk. Like I said, I'm up here in northwest Missouri, up here by St. Joseph, Missouri. We're going to kind of start monitoring these cells as they start to fire, and we'll be just tracking them from there. Hopefully everybody's had a good Friday. Hopefully things don't get too crazy with the weather. I went into work extra early this morning so that I could get off in a good time to be able to chase these storms here. I was just advising I am out and I am live streaming. think we are going to make our way up towards the north here, with the cells that are firing towards Savannah, just north of Savannah, just north of, or just up there towards Maryville. Do have a severe thunderstorm warning on that one. We're just going to kind of play these storms down the line here, folks. I'm going to do my best to keep you informed as it's happening. The environment today is very favorable for storms to go big. There's very little to no inhibiting factors. There is a lot of fuel and energy available for storms to go severe and go severe rapidly. Originally, we were in an enhanced risk for severe weather for the past couple days, but around the lunch hour there, the SPC had upgraded a good portion of Kansas into western Missouri, northern Missouri, into a moderate risk. Yeah, I can imagine the KC traffic is not very good right now. We do have convection going up. There's a lot of bubbling cumulus happening. If you saw my live, well, looks like we're going to have storms kind of firing down a line here from that severe thunderstorm one up there by Maryville. We're going to try to get up into this area the best we can. It's Friday. There's going to be traffic. So we're just going to have to play things smart. Looks like we're going to be issued into a tornado watch here, folks. Should be popping up in a radar here momentarily. We're going to kind of stop and refresh here. Radar should be populating this watch here in a moment. So we do have a mess of cells that are firing kind of in a line, popping discrete cells from Maryville, tracking down to the southwest. That's the direction we're going to head. All right, so we are under a tornado watch for a good portion of this area, ladies and gentlemen. Tornado watch going to cover a good portion of eastern Kansas. This includes Donovan, Brown counties, Atchison, Jackson, and a very large portion of northwest into north central Missouri, as well as up into Iowa. This is going to be in fact for the next almost 7 hours and 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you all have multiple ways to receive alerts and warnings. I know I advocate for Weather Call Next Gen. That's the service that I use. You can get signed up on it through the links in my social media. $15 a year. You get notified when you are directly being impacted by severe weather threats that are life-altering. Get a phone call and a text message. Text message has a link, shows you where you're at within the warning polygon, gives you the information you need to stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to try to get up here. There's a pretty good cell firing just north of Savannah, starting to build some intensity. It's not severe warned yet. I would not be surprised if it doesn't go severe warned. As I said, I was fortunate enough today that I was able to get into work early this morning, get started early, was able to get my patient seen and get out over the lunch hour to start getting ready for this. As I said last night, this setup does give me some concern. We'll see how it plays out. This setup does have the potential to go big, so that's why I'm out here on it. That way you guys get ground truth as to what's actually happening out here in the environment, especially with the recent tornadoes that we've had. Hello? Yeah. I know, I'm out chasing live right now. I'm live. But yes, I'm well aware there's a tornado watch. I'm towards Maryville right now. That's where the storms are firing, so I'm headed towards Maryville. All right, love you, bye. That was my wife. She's at work in Kansas City there, so she wasn't aware of when I was going to be able to get off to chase. So she was wanting to check and make sure that I'm well aware that we're under tornado watch. We're going to try to head into the thick of it here, ladies and gentlemen, where the storms are starting to fire up north here, northwest Missouri. As I've said, only one currently has the severe thunderstorm watch on it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Progress. Looks like we've got tornado warnings firing in Iowa. That's going to be more towards the eastern Iowa there. my main play is going to be this corridor where they have the severe mesoscale discussion, the tornado watches. This is going to be the area that I'm going to play. This is going to be kind of a close to home. Ooh. Sadly, and I do apologize, the 360 cam, external cam, is not cooperating today. I've been unable to get it to connect. My hopes are that will change, but as of right now, it's not connecting, so we will just have to operate off the main camera, maybe also the handheld that I use. I will try. That's my goal, is to always be safe. I just want to keep people aware and keep them informed. Pretty good cells firing down there to the southwest in Kansas, southern Kansas. Those will eventually track this way. Hey, Anita, thank you. You guys be safe up there in Troy as well. You guys are under that tornado watch as well. These storms, yeah, it's looking a little dark and nasty up this way. Might. If you're just tuning in, we're up here in northwest Missouri, northbound on 71, making our way towards Mary. So far, their timing is pretty accurate. It was determined that, or expected, not determined, but expected that storms would start firing in the 1 to 2 o'clock hour. So far, that's exactly what's happening. Now, with these initial cells that start firing, this is where our tornado threat's going to be the greatest, is with these initial discrete cells. That's where the concerns are going to be, is with the initial discrete cells firing. Check velocity, see if
A
we
new
have any
tornado
storms
warning
rotating.
has been issued.
Currently not seeing anything rotating, which is good. Hi there. How we doing? Mr. JWB5, thanks for tuning in. Okay, they just reissued a severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be right across the Iowa line for that cell. Tracking towards Mount Ayr in Iowa. I appreciate that, Mr. JWB5. Always trying to be safe, so I appreciate that. So right now, not showing anything rotating in the velocity scan. Hey, Ricky, how you doing, buddy? All right, chat. So, like I was saying a little bit ago, the primary threat with these initial cells that are firing, this is where our tornado potential will be greatest. With these initial discrete cells, isolated cells. As this event continues to evolve, it's expected to congeal into a linear mode, more of what we call a quasi-linear convective system, or QLCS. With these initial cells, hail is going to be our greatest threat. Large diameter hail. When it continues to evolve and congeal into that line, then we're looking at more of a damaging wind threat. Now, with the discrete cells initially and with that linear mode, you can see tornadoes. Tornadoes can be possible with both. However, typically with your linear mode, it's a little bit weaker tornadoes that can be contained within. Hey, Josh, I appreciate it. Trying to get after it, buddy. Hopefully you guys are getting out in it there in the south. A lot of convection happening in southeast Kansas, right? Well, actually, south central Kansas going to track to the looks like it's going to track to the northeast. Those will probably make their way up towards the KC Metro here very soon as this progresses on. Now we do have a cold front directly behind this system. As this cold front approaches, it's going to start limiting. It could undercut a lot of these storms, reduce their intensity. And that's kind of what we're kind of watching here.